Alright, what's going on? My name is Ari, the Healing Empress, aka the Fly Goddess. And real quick, let's see what's going on in your energy. Alright. Let's see. Alright. Alright. Somebody, father paid for spell work. So there was a father figure who paid for spell work. Alright, 12 is significant. 5 years ahead. Alright, something about 18 and 12. Alright, surprise dinner date coming towards you though. I'm gonna read on these cards. Alright, and your life is turned into a vacay. Alright, so let's see what's going on. Alright, Spirit. I don't know why somebody would even think to be sending me a link on. Alright, my fault. I'm on a blocking spree. What's going on, love? Blocking spree. What's going on, love? Let's see. Alright, tell me about 18. Why is 18 here? Alright, false narrative. Alright, somebody could lie about a situation. Alright, this could, I don't know. 18 is here. Alright, mature woman is here. Something about, I don't know, somebody could have been 18. When somebody was paying for spell work, 18 to 12 could be significant. Paying for spell work is here. Alright, false narrative. Somebody's paid for spell work for you to be in a private situation, alright, for some sort of an abandonment to happen to you, alright. I feel like karma is kicking in for whoever did this shit, alright, for this father figure who did the spell work, alright. Determination is here, alright. Resilience, courage, and strength is here. Childhood, innocence, and generosity is significant, alright. Somebody could have been, this could be a baby father. That's what it's feeling like, alright. It's feeling like a baby father. Alright, health concern. Alright, it's whoever it is that has this health concern going on right now. Alright, let's see. So whoever this is got a health concern. This is the person who's doing the spell work. Alright, animosity is here. Alright, what is this, 5 years ahead? Alright, endings. Alright, so whatever you got going on now, whatever spell work that this person did, this is falling off. Alright, I feel like this person got a spell over your life. Alright. And it's falling off. Mature woman. Alright. I feel like there's a lot of spells that's, look, voodoo. There's a lot of spells that's falling off of divine feminines from off of masculine energies that did spell work on us. Alright. 18 years ago, 12 years ago, something's falling off. Alright. Something's falling off. The foot. Right. Celebration is here. Alright, you're getting ready to celebrate. Somebody else getting ready to win the next time today. I need to do one to fucking day. I do it every day. But I didn't do none yesterday, and now I really need to do one. Because shit been going haywire. So it's time to remove. It's time to remove everything. Alright, thief is here because you got a lot of people around you trying to steal your joy. Alright, look what I tell you. Victory and trying to steal your joy. Trying to steal your happiness. Trying to steal your abundance. Alright, if they feel like they are not the source of it. Alright, commitment is significant. Alright, this could be somebody that you are committed to. It's giving, pull back your energy, all of it, alright, because you got something coming in. If you anything like me, I put back my energy. Fuck these niggas, every last one of them, okay? I need them to get their karma because they're not getting their karma. All right, so it's something that you're needing to do, far as letting go and pulling back, so that they can receive whatever this is. All right, a lot of somebody winning at all costs. All right, voodoo is involved. All right, when it comes to being done on a masculine. All right, that's making them mentally and emotionally unstable. Spirit is saying rest. All right, because there's shit going on behind the scenes. All right, and God's getting ready to balance something out. Expectation. Look, I'm saying block everybody out. All right, truth and clarity is coming towards you. I got you, love. All right, if anybody else, what's going on? If anybody else is wanting a reading, please let me know. This is a personal read. I will not be sitting on here doing a bunch of fucking collectives. All right, if you want a personal read, then you can book one. All right, if you really want information. Other than that, you just stalking. All right, y'all motherfuckers do not be tapping the screen. All right, so I'm gonna assume you are a stalker and I'm gonna block your ass because ain't no bots in here. All right, achievement is here. Achievements, and you will know when you try to come back in this bitch, you won't be able to. All right, rest and solitude is here. All right, Spirit is asking you to rest. All right, something is being balanced out when we have. All right, your life is a vacay. House is here. All right, confidence and manifestations is here as well. Loss and disappointments. All right, somebody's getting ready to go through a loss when it comes to housing, but you are getting ready to gain something. All right, because it's like you're switching positions, or yeah, you're switching positions. Empress is here, and you could be in this cold energy. Something's getting ready to switch around. All right, so for whoever was paying for spell work, all right, for you to lose your stability, they're getting ready to lose their stability, and you're getting ready to gain. You're getting ready to gain. Let's see. All right, rising stars. Something's getting ready to change drastically for you, all right? Something's getting ready to change drastically for you. Jezebel energy here. Hold on one second. Okay. Poorhouse is here. All right, poverty. Somebody wanted you to be in this impoverished energy. This is a emperor. This is a male here. All right. Doesn't want you to get some sort of wish fulfillment. All right. So I feel like it's a lot of entitled motherfucking men that don't want you to get wish fulfillment unless they are a part of it. And I'm really seeing that is majority of these men. All right, being in this hoe ass energy. All right. I just feel like Spirit is bringing masculines to they fucking shit. All right, they bringing them to their knees when it comes to divine feminine. All right, when it comes to divine women in general. All right, because they are so fucking broken and slow when it comes to being divine. They don't know what the fuck that is. All right, and Spirit using you to break these motherfuckers. All right, church in Georgia is significant. They are doomed. There's something happening in the South. There's something happening in the South. Your ancestors granting death wishes. So it's going to be a lot of people passing away. All right. So it's going to be a lot of people passing away. All right. Absolute bliss. Absolute bliss. All right. Travel the world. All right, you get ready to travel the world in absolute bliss. All right, so the people who thought that they were holding you back, they not. They can't. All right, your ancestors are granting death wishes. They say not quite yet, but something getting ready to happen. So something getting ready to happen when you least expect it. For somebody who got cancer, somebody could be receiving cancer, or somebody is terminally ill. All right, they are learning the truth while you're getting money. All right, 2020 could be significant. Somebody didn't realize that you was this tapped in, all right? Motherfuckers was fucking around and finding out. And that's fine by me. Cancer coming back. You got has cancer and cancer came back. All right, so, yeah, there's some sort of terminal illness here. All right? There's a storm here and somebody can't run from it. All right, 12 is significant. Somebody could be getting ready to get locked up as well. All right, a honest, true friend. All right, so you getting ready to have absolute bliss with an honest, true friend. All right. Somebody knows you're crazy, but they still love you. 4 is here. Protection. All right, there's some protection is here. All right, God is showing everyone the hand that they played. All right, somebody is making up with you. All right, and I got other women here. Other women. Somebody buying you a gift. Somebody disloyal to God. All right, somebody tapped in all the way with your ancestors. All right, so you tapped all the way in with your ancestors. All right, shit fucking with you. All right, people are catching karma. I just feel like isolation. I just feel like being in isolation is real good right now. All right. That way you don't get the energies disturbed and mixed up. You know what your energy is. All right, and you know what's not. You're being rewarded something big, all right, because you earned it. Somebody is scared for their life now, all right, because your protection is gone. Their ancestor protection is gone, all right. Not playing now. You could have let somebody know that you're not playing. Somebody mama dying, all right. Someone is helping you move. Somebody scared for their life, all right. You are easy to find. All right, so somebody could be looking for you. Somebody doing everything to get you back. All right, no more time. Everyone is passing away. Ain't no more time. Everybody who betrayed you is dying. All right, somebody mad because somebody hurt you. All right, you got a gift of money coming towards you. What's going on, love? You got a gift of money coming towards you, all right? The help that you actually needed, all right? When you least expect it. Authorities is passing away, too, so it's not just family members anymore, all right? It's not just families anymore. It's authorities, too. It's whoever came against you. So a soul is a soul. Spirit don't give a fuck, all right? Somebody want to take you on a date. Somebody wants to talk. All right, 30s is significant. 24 is significant. All right, there's a big insurance fraud when it comes to your family. All right, so there was something that was left for you. All right, and motherfuckers decided that you didn't deserve. All right, surprise date. All right, YouTube, if you're wanting a read, please let me know. All right, 18 is here. All right, December 18th could be significant. Somebody's not wanting to lose you and you're really not giving a fuck, all right? You're on this new journey. All right, new people, new connections, just different energy. Not on the same energy. You don't want shit from the past. All right, you want everything new. New friends, a new atmosphere, everything. Somebody could be flying out. All right, somebody could be flying to come see you, or you could be going to see somebody. I feel like there is an opportunity of advancement here. I also feel like there's a new opportunity coming towards you. All right, 5 years ahead. All right, I feel like Spirit is speeding something up 5 years ahead again. All right, somebody was doing spells on a partner. All right, somebody is only wanting to be around you. All right. 5 years ahead. Somebody almost got left. Okay, so I feel like somebody going backwards. Somebody was going backwards. All right, 21 is significant. Recorded audio. All right, somebody recorded somebody doing spell work. All right, some sort of proof here when it comes to this recorded audio. All right, hidden cameras is here. All right, so somebody is recording. Somebody watching somebody. All right, somebody is watching and recording somebody. Somebody doing spell work on a video. Somebody be doing some sort of spells while somebody is asleep. All right, 90s love. All right, whoever this person is that you're coming together with, this person almost got love 5 years. All right, so this person would have been going back 5 years. Whoever the fuck this is. All right, let's see. somebody's only wanting to be in your energy. All right, expect a donation. All right, you got something coming out of the blue for you. All right, so whatever you put back into the atmosphere is coming back to you. October is significant. All right, somebody is thinking of ways to make something up to you. Somebody's in full regrets for whatever they did to you. They're in regret. All right, somebody try to plan your unaliving, all right, and they didn't think this shit through. All right, a baby mother could be significant. A Scorpio could be significant. Beyond your imagination, you're getting ready to be blessed. All right, in the biggest fucking way. All right, God has seen everything that you've been through. All right, God is moving mountains when it comes to you. All right, something about fast connection. All right, this week. All right, something is happening this week. All right, before the week out. All right, your life is getting ready to be some sort of vacation. All right, you finna live the life that you desire to. All right, and you don't have no connections to the past whatsoever. Fast money coming in too. All right, so it's like you don't have shit holding you back. You don't have no connections. All right, you're not bound to a place. Most people are bound to where they are. All right, due to family, due to kids and shit like that. You're not bound to nothing. All right, so you came to pick apart. You came to pick something up, and it's something that you came to do and leave. All right, you came to accomplish something, and then you came to leave. All right, countryside home, plantation home, insignificant. All right, made it just in time. All right, somebody making their presence known. All right, with this fast money that's coming in, somebody is changing for a baby, or somebody is changing for a new beginning. Somebody sees that they lied about you. All right, again, your father doing spell work, bitch ass nigga. All right. A blessing when you touch down. All right, you could be going somewhere, pen is here, completion, and you're getting ready to receive a blessing. All right, somebody is not wanting to lose you. Let's see. Somebody stole an insurance policy. Again, you're getting ready to receive something. Baby father is here, tapped all the way in with your ancestors. Somebody know, all right, because somebody know they fucked up. All right, people only know that you fully tapped in by the shit that you say, or the shit that they done did towards you, and now they ass suffering and dying. That's how they know. That is how the fuck they know. They would have had to put your ass through something to understand. Or they would have had to see you go through some shit that they know. They know that you should have been buried by the shit they did to you, and you're not. These people are spiraling out of control for what the fuck they did. All right, you never slept with this person, whoever this person is. You got somebody else who is spiraling out of control. All right, damn, now. I got Wawas and now. All right, so somebody could be spiraling out of control right now. All right, 1 week yesterday, watching. You got motherfuckers watching the shit out you. All right, you got more money coming because they know what the fuck. They know what the fuck finna happen. All right, watching fake pages, watching other motherfuckers' pages. Listen, bitch, motherfuckers. Somebody dying for what they did to you. I guarantee you, your name gonna ring bells around this motherfucker. All right, waking up to good news. Somebody passing away. That would be definitely. That would be good news. All right, you know somebody can no longer do what the fuck they've been doing when it comes to you. All right, they understand your position in the world. All right, a mother is significant. These people know that they fucked up in court. All right, somebody knows that you're special. Yeah, somebody know that the court fucked up, and not only do the court fucked up, but they know they can't fuck with you. All right, these motherfuckers they know that you're special. That's why you finna get ready to wake up to some news. All right, a week from now. What's going on? Somebody is free, all right? Somebody is finally free or finally getting ready to be free from the situation. Attorneys are contacting you, millionaires here. Hold on, y'all. You finna get some mail about money. Alright, assisting you. Somebody's assisting you. You ain't gotta do shit. Alright, whatever this is coming straight to you. You ain't gotta do a motherfucking thing. Alright, Tower moment is here and tears of joy. Alright, you've already done all of the hard ass work. Literally, you just supposed to be taking care of yourself day to day and let that shit come in. Alright, spirit is fucking these niggas up, okay? Literally. Midtown is here. Alright, somebody's on the rugs, alright? Catching up. Alright, so somebody's drug problem is catching up with them, alright? You got drug users here again. You got messages coming in. Again, somebody's drug users is catching up to them. Oh well. Trillionaires here. Pineapples. Alright, you got moving out of the country money coming towards you. Alright, and this is why these people are super mad, because you keep fucking moving. You going. Candle magic is here. Somebody could have been doing candle magic. They ass gonna pass away. Easy selling is here. Alright, a beach or a resort is significant. Alright, McDonald's is here. Alright, your family's truth is out. Alright, so something is coming toward you downtown is significant. Mercedes is here and veterans claim. I just feel like money is coming from everywhere. You're getting ready to take some sort of trip, right? And this is your read. Have a good one.